Bills win 26-15 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this game was pretty similar to the game last year between these two teams, which was also on Sunday night. This time it was Buffalo's turn to host. And boy, oh boy, did that Bills defense show up in a big way. The Bills defense has turned it on at the right point of the season. This is the point of the season where you're really starting to see, okay, who's real and who isn't. The Bills defense at the beginning of the season, it wasn't good. They struggled a lot. Now this Bills defense looks fantastic. They look unstoppable. Yeah, there's a few hiccups when it comes to penalties every now and then, but other than that, they are doing better than they had been at any point really this year. I mean, you could argue their best performance since probably the Chargers game, maybe the second Jets game, maybe the Seahawks game. But I think these past couple weeks we're really seeing what the real Bills. You know, now they're kind of getting that groove without Starla Tulele, the loss of Shaq Lawson and Jordan Phillips. We're really starting to get into that point where the Bills really now have it figured out. And boy, did they look great. That defense made sure the Steelers were in hell. And it probably can't help. It probably helps that Big Ben just has been terrible. He looked bad, you know. This is a guy some people are saying, you know, was a closet MVP hopeful. Watching this game, you wouldn't have known they were even talking about him being an MVP because he looked bad. I mean, it's starting to his age is really showing. You know, that off-season elbow injury he had last year, that's really showing now. He just doesn't have the arm, you know, he usually did. And maybe that also goes down to the fact that they're just calling these easy plays for teams to defend and prepare for, you know. These short passes aren't going to get it done, especially against a defense like the Bills. The Bills' defense just ate them up all night. And it showed with the interceptions. The first one, to Teron Johnson, it was a bad job by Juju. But also Ben, as Teron just undercuts it. Juju wasn't ready for the ball. Big Ben underthrows it, undercut 51 yards to the house. That gave the Bills a lead, and the Bills didn't look back after that. The second interception, you know, you could maybe argue for a pass interference by Levi Wallace, but it was a fantastic catch by Levi. And this just goes to show you the Bills are a wagon right now. Everything's looking good. Everything's going up. The run game's starting to get a bit better. Of course, Bills fans, they really thought Devin Singletary was going to have that breakout year, but that passing game for the Bills has been money, and there's been zero reason to ban it. Stephon Diggs, 10 catches, 130 yards, 1 TD. Oh, boy, what a trade that was by Bean and the Vikings GM. Both teams won that trade. It looks great. The Bills have a chance to clinch the AFC East this Saturday against the Denver Broncos. Now, if they beat the Broncos, it doesn't matter what else happens. They've clinched the AFC East. They're going to the playoffs. This will be their first AFC East title since 1995, a year before Josh Allen was born. You know, there's a lot of Bills fans on social media. They weren't alive for that. How they weren't alive for the last playoff win, which also was the 95 season. And now that can change. Thank you for watching. Go Bills.